So the way that this class is set up now is that it's like a reset class. So it's very gentle. The asana, the practice is very much the same. And then now we have themes. So the theme will go with our guided meditation, and then the journals will be used at the end. So after our shavasana, we'll have some contemplation time, which I think is really important to really lock down that theme. So I'm going to ask that you get super comfy cozy. If that means that you're sitting up for your meditation, that's beautiful. If you want to lay down and put the pillow underneath your head or your knees, if you want to lay on your belly, if you want to take any posture that feels good to you, make it super comfy cozy. Then we have lots of extra blankets if we need them. And if it gets too warm in here or too cold, just let me know. So from here, let's just start with some gentle shoulder rolls. Just rolling it out and reversing direction. I find that it's very difficult to come into meditation full stop. So we'll just move a little bit, and you can just gently roll that head around just a little. Very gentle, very mindful. And if it starts to feel good, you can start to close the eyes or let them soften as we start to bring that awareness into the body, into the breath. Just notice what you notice. And then from here, maybe we lift the gaze and then bring the chin to the chest just a few times. And then no a few times. So just taking the gaze from left to right. And we'll settle back at neutral, and you can go ahead and just shake out the hands, shake out the arms, shaking away anything that maybe walked up the stairs with you and joined you at your practice, sending it back down the stairs, out the door, and into the woods. Trust me, you can pick it up later. Give it a good shake, let it all go. Beautiful. Then we can come into whatever posture feels right for this. Make sure it's gentle, make sure it's easeful, relaxing, soft. If you're feeling tension anywhere, you can shift at any time. You don't have to hold this posture the entire time we're here. And just start to notice your body in this shape. If you're seated and you're noticing your seat on the floor, maybe your legs are up on blocks or your bolster. Just notice the support of whatever's underneath you. Notice how the earth rises up to meet you. And then from there, you can start to bring awareness into the back body, all the way along the spine, shoulders. And just notice if you're holding on to anything here. Notice any sensations that might be coming up. Just notice. You don't need to adjust. You don't need to change. It's an invitation. Invitation to soften. Invitation to release. Not trying to control anything. And then start to bring the awareness to your belly. Maybe you notice your breath rising and falling. Invitation here to release some tension, allow the belly to be soft. Starting to bring awareness up into the chest. The heart space. Starting to notice the front of the heart, the back of the heart. Just becoming aware here. Nothing to change, nothing to do. You can start to bring the awareness down the shoulders to the tippy tips of your fingertips. The length of the arm, the front of the arm, the back, the soft spaces, the front of the palm, the back of the palm, each and every finger. Just notice. And then starting to bring the awareness up into the neck, front of the neck, the back of the neck, 365 degrees, all the way around. And then starting to bring awareness up into the skull, the back of the skull, the hairline, and then bringing awareness to the face. Noticing and maybe inviting the temples to soften, the forehead to release. Maybe the tongue falls from the roof of the mouth and widens in the lower palate. Maybe you visualize each and every tooth softening and releasing. Maybe you visualize the eyes as pools of glimmering light, soft, warm, and fluid. Maybe you even visualize that you can find space in the inner ear. And then from here, start to notice the breath. The gentle rise and fall of the belly. That 365-degree expansion and the soft contraction as you exhale. Notice the quality of the breath. Is it light? Is it thready? Is it full? Just notice. And allow it to be whatever it is. Just notice the breath here. And now with each exhale, start to feel the body soften, as though you're stepping out of the rush of the season and into something quieter. Imagine the world outside on this winter morning. Snow is on the ground, soft and still. The kind of snow that quiets everything it touches. Notice how sound changes in winter, how the world feels muted, gentler. Let that same quiet settle inside of you. Begin to picture yourself standing in this winter landscape, wrapped in warmth. You're breathing slowly. As you're here, you may start to notice memories arriving. Gatherings with friends, familiar faces around a table, shared laughter, simple memories that linger longer this time of year. Let them come without pulling them closer and without pushing them away. You may also notice the presence of loved ones who are no longer here. People you still carry with you. People whose absence is felt more clearly this quiet season. If this arises, allow it. There is space for both love and loss here. Begin to notice how the heart knows how to hold it all. Snow falls gently all around you. Imagine each snowflake as a moment from your life. Some joyful, some complicated, some tender, and some are heavy. They land, they rest, they become a part of your landscape. Nothing needs to be sorted or resolved. This is not the time for answers. It's the time for presence. Feel yourself standing steady in the middle of it all. The memories, the relationships, the people who surround you now, and the ones who live quietly in your heart. This is the quiet return. Returning to yourself not by leaving anything behind, but by allowing it to belong. In your mind, you may silently offer yourself this reminder. I can hold joy and grief at the same time. I can be gentle with myself this season. Take a few breaths here, letting the winter stillness move through you. Notice how even in the cold there is warmth in your breath, in your body, in the simple fact that you are here. Our reflection question for our practice today. Just allow the vibration to carry through your body. No need to answer it. No need to jump to anything. Just allow it to sit here as a focal point, a drisby. What does returning to myself look like for me during this season, especially in moments of joy, memory, or loss? When you're ready, start to allow this winter scene to slowly come back to the present moment. Bring a couple more gentle breaths into the body. Maybe you start to wiggle fingertips, roll through the wrists, maybe wiggle the feet. You can bring the palms together and start to warm them up by rubbing the hands together, creating our own heat. And kind of melt away the tension when we bring the hands up to the eyes, bathing the eyes in warmth. And blinking the eyes open underneath the palms, allowing light to spill in between the fingertips. And then releasing the hands down. Welcome, you have arrived. Hope you enjoyed your winter meditation. So from here, if you're up on a bolster, you may want to take it out because we're going to just move a little bit. We're going to do a tiny bit of Kundalini, not in the heat building type of way, but in the energy moving moving way. So we're going to start at the base of the spine with some very gentle rhythmic movements, and we'll end up all the way at the tippy top of the head just to release some stuff, right? And then we're going to be ready to receive. So from here, you may decide that you like to place your hands on your knees, and we're just going to take a nice big inhale, and then exhale, just start to do some round circles. We're going to inhale as we come back, and then exhale forward. Naturally, that breath is going to press out of us. This can be as slow or as fast as you need it to be. So Kundalini, she sits at the base of the spine, an energy serpent, and then she weaves her way up the energy centers to the tippy top of the head, activating each one as she goes. That's yoga philosophy. And then you can switch your directions. So we're invoking and we're awakening here, right at the base of the spine, just through this gentle movement. So it might take a couple of moments to really just drop into your body. And if you feel inspired by the movement, take anything that you feel you need. Anything that feels good here. If it's dropping the chin to the chest, if it's taking the gaze up when you come around, that's all on you. Whatever feels right in your body. Good. We'll start to slow that down, like a top running out of energy. Beautiful. From here, start to come up the spine a little bit more. You may decide that you like to hold on to your ankles. I end up here on my knees every time, but you can take a nice big inhale. We're going to do a seated cat-cow. Inhale, that chest is going to come out, the gaze is going to lift, that tail is going to come out. And then exhale, spine presses out like a Halloween cat, tucking the tail, chin to the chest. It can be a tiny little baby cat-cow with your breath. You're inhaling and then exhaling into cat. It could be a big one, whatever you need. We're awakening the spine. We're awakening the energy centers. We're taking our time. I always cough every time. If I'm not chatting, I'm coughing in this posture. And it's really big. I feel like it's just a release. It's like, oh yeah, that's what my body needed. If you've ever practiced Kundalini yoga, you know that this would be at a much, much quicker pace, but we're going to take it nice and slow today. Unless you want that heat, unless you want that fire, then you're moving where it feels right. Beautiful. We'll start to slow that down. I love that one because it's like when you bend wire again and again and again. That's what I feel like my spine is doing. It's getting nice and warm and supple. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll sit up nice and tall. Fantastic. You can go ahead and switch the cross of the leg just for some different sensory. From here, we'll go ahead and place the hands on top of the shoulders. Let the arms get nice and loosey-goosey here. Gentle, gentle, gentle. We're going to inhale as we bring the gaze towards that left, and then exhale right. I like to close my eyes here. This can be as quick or as slow as you like it to be. Few more times just like this. Notice the breath. Inhale, exhale, that metronome to the body. Beautiful. And we'll start to slow it down. If the eyes are closed, really drink this feeling in, letting that body just start to wind down. We'll take a moment here. Just notice the breath in the body. Notice the energy. Notice any sensation that's starting to happen along the spine. You let the hands come down to the lap. Beautiful. From here, we'll go ahead and lace the fingers up to the webbing. We'll place them right at the back of the head, right below where your ponytail would be. And we'll take a nice big inhale. Let the head fall into the hands, opening up through the chest. And then exhale, we'll bring the chin to the chest. You can make this more of a cat-cow if you like, but I'm focusing just on the neck here. as we climb up the spine. A few more times just like this. Good. Take a nice big inhale, and then your exhale, bring everything back up to neutral. Beautiful. Placing the hands down. All right, we did a little bit of movement through our shoulders. We did a little bit through our neck. We're going to really get into the neck now. We already did this up and down. We're going to start with these little rolls here. Couple options, right? If that spine feels like a little crunchy today, you can just keep this to the front, like a little half circle. Or if it's feeling really open, go ahead and let that head hang all the way back. We're going to focus on the breath. So we exhale as the head comes forward, and we inhale as that head starts to come back. Can you move with your breath? Just notice. Can that entire breath be the entire movement? So inhaling as that head comes back, and then exhaling as it starts to come forward. When you're ready, you can reverse the direction, still keeping the same breath pattern. Exhaling forward, inhaling as you find that big expanse back. Beautiful, beautiful. Do a couple more breaths here. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll come all the way back up to center. Nice big inhale. Yeah, we love that sigh, don't we? Let's do a nice big one. Beautiful. From here, we'll sit up nice and tall. We're going to let the left inner ear fall to that left shoulder. Let the right arm just fall right off the lap here. And we're going to visualize that we have gills, and we're just breathing into the side of the neck. Let the jaw be soft. Maybe you even visualize warmth entering at the neck. Let the jaw soften and release. Let the shoulders soften here. Good. When you're ready, big inhale brings everything back to center. Good. Exhale. When you're ready, we'll inhale, lengthen through the spine, and take it to the other shoulder, inner ear, right inner ear to right shoulder. Let that left hand drop off the mat, off of your lap here. Just visualize that you can actually inhale and exhale out of the side of the neck, releasing that jaw. Notice where the mind goes in stillness. Just notice, no judgment. If it's wandering away, you might decide to bring awareness back to the present moment, into the body, into the breath. Take a nice big inhale and come all the way back up to center. From here, we're going to inhale, bring both shoulders forward, and exhale down the back body. For me, I always end up getting the elbows involved. Just feel inspired to do so. Good. And then we're going to do the opposite. So inhale up the back of the body, exhale down the front body. Beautiful. Good, and we'll start to soften and release. I already feel the warmth in my spine. Even if it's not Kundalini, I'm like, oh yeah, my spine is there now. You can do this at your desk. You can do this in your bed. You can do this watching TV. This is all available to you. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go ahead and let those legs go long because we've been sitting like this for a while. Okay, from here, just a gentle little flop of the feet, windshield wiper it out. My mat's really moving because I have a blanket underneath it. Beautiful. And then we can come into stillness and just point and flex those feet. And then kind of take your free for all, whatever that feels like. We're going to do a little nerve flossing before we get like too into any deep stretching here. So from here, we'll go ahead and bring the toes up, shining towards the ceiling. Nice flex foot. More sensation if you flex, less if it's kind of floppy. Can you feel that already? If you flex those back, I really feel it on the entire back of my leg, especially in the calf muscle here. So from here, we're going to keep them flexed and we're going to lift the gaze up. Big inhale, and then as we exhale, we're going to bring the chin to the chest and point the toes. Inhale, flex and gaze lifts. Exhale, point and chin to chest. Do a few rounds of this. Just notice where you feel this. There's no wrong answer. We're going to meet with our feet flexed, and this time we're going to bring the gaze down, chin to chest. Big inhale here, and exhale, point those toes, gaze lifts. Notice if this feels any different in the body. For me, this is more sensation when I bring the chin to the chest and my feet are flexed. Just notice. Good. And we'll start to slow that down. You can go ahead and wiggle out the feet. Woo. You can give it a little tap. Oof, perfect. Wiggle it all out. All right, from here, go ahead and grab the flesh of the backside here, and we'll allow for those sit bones really to make some good contact. Make the feet a little bit wider than hips width. And from here, we're going to take our arms up and just check out what the rib cage is doing. We don't want this big splay of the ribs. We're going to tuck the ribs right back on top of the hips here. Big inhale just lengthens through the spine. And then we're going to exhale, start to hinge forward. The gaze is at the imaginary horizon line. Big inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, start to hinge. Inhale all the way up. Keep the gaze right at that imaginary horizon line. Exhale, good. And what this is doing is when our gaze is forward, our head and our body wants to go in that direction. So the chest is going to come down nice and flat. Big inhale. And exhale. Good, let's make this our last one. Big inhale here and exhale. You can come down any way that feels good, keeping the gaze at the imaginary horizon line if that's okay in your cervical spine. Sometimes I like to take the tips of my fingers to either side of my legs like little stilts and then just kind of rock here. I find that if I haven't stretched for a while, my nervous system is going to treat this a lot more friendly than if I come down into that static stretch and like really hold it. And as you start to loosey-goosey up here, right, and things start to shift and move, maybe you start to bring the hands to the feet. Maybe not. Maybe you stay rocking. Maybe they come to the toes. Maybe not. Maybe you start to come into some stillness here. And then maybe that chest starts to come towards, the chin starts to come towards the chest. Only if that feels good in your body. You know what you need today. So starting to bring, if your head is up and that gaze is lifted, you're going to start to bring that chest through as though your chest is going to land, in between your legs. You got it. Notice where the mind goes in static postures. Dropping into the breath once more. Where do you feel the breath? If you're clenching the jaw and you're starting to fight with your face, maybe back off just a smidge so that you start to notice that line. that spot where it's, yes, this is right, or no, this is too much. Good. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and stilt the fingers on either side of the legs. Take a nice big inhale and start to walk the hands back up. Good. From here, I like to take the hands, the palms of the hands kind of behind me. We're going to just open up that chest. Sometimes you can rock here. Snap, crack, pop. It's okay. You're good. You are totally beautiful. We don't worry about that. Good. If this feels good in your cervical spine and you want to take this a bit further, I call it the chicken head kind of thing, where you're going to just kind of take that chin and jut it out, then take the gaze up, then let the head fall back. That protects that cervical spine. Little heart opener.
Are we flexed toed?
No, you don't have to be. You can be wiggly jiggly, or you can flex and just see what it feels like. Good. When you're ready to come up, you take a nice big inhale, bring the entire body up first, then release the shoulders and bring the head up. That protects that cervical spine. Beautiful, beautiful. How are we doing? Doing okay? Okay, wonderful. We're going to start to make our way onto our hands and knees for tabletop. You can take that however you like. I like to come to mermaid legs. It's a little bit gentler. And then we are really, really cushy today with our mats. We got like tons of blankets underneath us. But if you'd like, you can take a blanket underneath the knees. Yes, 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 yes. Resounding yes. You can use whatever you like, whatever you need. Yep, so taking the blocks underneath the hands can cause for a little bit more tension release in the wrists and in the shoulders. Nice wide fingers here adds for more support. We're pressing into the pads of the fingers. Good. And almost like you could, there's like a little ball or a suction cup like underneath your hand. So you're kind of moving this fleshy part of your hand away. And that causes almost this like kind of grip to happen, which actually releases more of tension in the shoulders and in the hands and in the wrists. Does that make sense? Like if they're like, it's almost like a little ball you're holding here. So you're creating space. Good. Really nice. From here, we're just going to start by lengthening the spine nice and long. And then as we exhale, go ahead and look over that left shoulder, back at that left ankle. Maybe you let that right hip kind of slip to the right. Inhale back to center. And then exhale. Go ahead and take it to the other side. Creating these C shapes with our spine and our breath. Move with your breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll start to slow that down. Come back into center. A couple of cat cows here. Big inhale as we look up. The belly drops. Tail comes up. Exhale. Send that spine up towards the sky. Tail tucks. Chin comes to chest. Notice the difference in this posture from where we started, right? When we were sitting. For me, I feel like I have more mobility, especially in the hips. So that for me is giving me a lot of information right now. I'm feeling a lot of sensation that I don't feel when I do this seated. Just notice how it feels in your body. Now, a couple of options here. You may decide that you want to come into cat and maybe swish those hips around. That to me feels heavenly. Or maybe you come into cow and you swish those hips around. You can come in and out of either of these. Beautiful. We'll start to come back into neutral here. Good. So if you're up on blocks, just be real gentle with yourself here. I don't know how much sensation you're going to get when we start to transition into our thread the needle, because sometimes when you're up, it can be more on your neck. So just be mindful. If you need them, they're there. All right. From here, we're going to start with the left hand. We're going to take the left hand up all the way and then exhale. Go ahead and thread that needle. You can place the top of the head down on the floor, then start to roll towards that temple. Good, beautiful. Option here, if this feels good and you want a bit more, to come up on the right fingertips. Yep, and then you can press that shoulder kind of away from you. There you go, like press the floor away, good. A couple of breaths here. Beautiful. From here, you may feel inspired, and you might start to notice that you can really get a little bit of lift through that right leg, and let the right leg come out behind you, and lift it up in the air. Maybe you can even roll the ankle around. Yeah, come up on fingertip pads though, so you feel a bit more secure. There you go, you got it. Yeah, and then maybe this right leg comes all the way over, and maybe it falls into that left hand or close to it. It might. What's going to happen? You roll over, you can drop it to the floor. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Look at you. When you're ready to come out, we just lift that leg back up, put it right back behind us. Does not have to be perfect. Bloop. That's it. That's all that's going to happen. Exactly, exactly. We just go bloop. And then we're going to sit the hips back and then just drag that arm out. Ooh, really good, really good. That was beautiful. You want to take a child's pose for a second? We can do that. Go ahead and take those knees nice and wide. Send the hips back. Yeah. This can be a recovery child's pose, so if it feels better to place the palms of the hands, stack them, and place the head on top of them, the forehead, yeah, that might feel a bit better in the shoulders. There you go. Take a breath. That was exciting. Yeah. That's a new one. Two big grounding breaths here and child's pose. You're all right. We are here. We are safe. Beautiful. Alrighty. When you're ready, come join me in our tabletop. This time we're going to take that right arm all the way up to the sky and then thread that needle. Bring the top of the head to the floor first, then you can go ahead and rotate it to the temple. Now you can stay here for a couple breaths. I like to stilt my fingertips. Yep. And then maybe I walk them away from me just a bit and push that floor away if that feels good. You can move your blanket too. You can like kind of squish it up and then put your fingers on the floor. Yeah. There you go. There, see the stickiness? Yeah. And then I like to bring it up on fingertip pads, and then I really feel it. Yeah, look at the control, right? There you go. Beautiful. Now you can walk that hand back in so you feel supported in the shoulder. Yeah, you're good. You can put it back on your mat too. There you go. And then if you want, you can start to feel that lift happening in that left leg. And you can just play here. You can just let that leg go long. You can wiggle the toes. You can bend the knee. Yeah. And if it's something you want to try, maybe you start to bring that left foot towards that right hand. Yep. And let it drop to the floor. Yeah. Good. And when we want to come out, we just lift that foot back up and then place the knee back down. Sink the hips back and ragdoll that arm out. Good. Why don't we go ahead and find our child's pose again. Nice wide knees, bringing the head down to the mat. Any way that feels good to you. Love it, love it. So as we're here, just coming back into the body, feeling really proud of a new posture that we did today, I invite you to just notice and come back to our reflection question today. No rush to answer it. Just let the vibration of it echo through you. What does returning to myself look like for me during this season, especially in moments of joy, memory, or loss? When you're ready, we'll start to find ourselves back in tabletop, and we're going to walk the knees all the way up and just come down to our bottom. Everybody has their strap and a block. We'll just make sure those are handy. And we'll start to find our way bloop, all the way down to our back. We're going to keep the knees bent here just to be a little gentle on our sacrum. And then from here, go ahead and take the feet nice and wide. And then feet to the floor, yep, nice and wide. And then we're just going to windshield wiper those knees. Yeah, swish, swish, swish. Beautiful, beautiful. Wonderful. From here, let's go ahead and slow that down. We'll bring the feet in just a little bit closer together. Go ahead and start by taking the left heel to the right knee for figure 4. Now you can take this however you like. If you want to just swish these hips here from left to right in figure 4, you go for it. If you want or need more, you're starting to press that left thigh away from you. You can still rock and do that, or you can come into stillness. And then if you're still needing more sensation, you need to drop in more, then you can peel that right foot off of the mat and hold on to the right thigh, the right shin, whatever feels right for you. You're going to hold on with both hands. Maybe you rock here. Beautiful. It's a different sensation, but maybe you even let that the right foot come up to the sky. Yeah, different, right? Maybe you roll the ankle, wiggle the toes. There you go. You can wiggle both feet's toes. Both feet's toes? Both feet? Toes? Toes on both feet. I got it. Good. Then we'll bend that right knee again. Take a couple of breaths here before we transition. Good. And then start to let that right foot come to the floor. From here, you may find that you'd like to bring the left foot with the right knee, allow it to fall to the right. So it's like this little twist. This can be a big one. So if this doesn't feel right in your hips, you can always just stack the knees and come into a supine twist. The shoulders are going to stay to the floor. Yeah, you got it. Yep, but this can feel like a lot. So if that's too much, just stack the knees on top of each other. Yep. Then come over for your twist. You got it. You can also place a block underneath the knees if this is like a lot of sensation. For me, I really feel this on the outside of my hip. That IT band starts to fire up pretty good here. So just notice where you feel this in your body. No judgment, just awareness. When you're ready, we're going to take a nice big inhale, bring those legs back up. Good. Fantastic. From here, go ahead and find your strap. And we're going to take the strap over the ball of that left foot. And then, you know, treat your strap like a little baby bird. We're going to be gentle, loving, kind with it. Go ahead and place the hands at the top of the strap, wherever you can reach, and then just let them gently come all the way down so that the elbows come in towards the sides. And then from here, we're going to put it in one strap in each hand like reins, so we have some more control. Yeah, there you go. And then we're just going to rock that leg from left to right. Beautiful. We'll start to slow that down. And then when you're ready, you can bring both straps together. Right index finger is going to come through the little V that you've created. The left hand will come to that left hip crease. We'll take a nice big inhale and then exhale. Just let that leg ever so slightly fall through that midline of the body. So it's going to cross towards the right. Good. And you'll feel it because it'll fire up on the outside of that leg. It's very subtle. If you feel that left hip start to creep up, go ahead and set it down and then just adjust your leg. You'll feel it. If you kind of pull that leg a little bit up towards you, maybe flex the foot a little bit more, you'll start to feel sensation, or you're feeling it already. Yeah. She's like, okay. Let the stretch do its work. Just breathing here. You're in full control. There's no shame in backing off. Good. Take a nice big inhale, bring it back to center. And then from here, we're just going to take it right to the other side. So that left index finger is going to come into that little V shape, right hand to the right hip. Then we're going to start to kind of let the foot turn at a 45-degree angle, then release it out away from the midline. It might hover. That's okay. We're not going to be here for a long time. If that right hip starts to creep up, you can let the hand kind of press it back down. Yes, back down into the earth. Good. So this is triangle pose if we were standing, right? Because this right foot would be out long and that would be triangle pose. It's amazing how we can create these same postures, but let gravity help us kind of deepen the stretch a little bit and take the pressure off. Go ahead, and when you're ready, big inhale brings that foot back up. Go ahead and take the straps like reins, one in each hand, and rock her out. Fantastic. From here, I'm going to go ahead and slow it down, release the strap from the foot, and you can roll through that ankle, right and left. Ooh, juiciness. Wiggle the toes. Maybe you open and close the jaw. I can't see your faces, so feel free to make any funny face you like. Good, and we'll slowly and gently bring that left foot back down to the mat. Let's go ahead and put the right ankle over that left knee, and we can start our gentle rock here, just in our figure four. And then let it call to you whatever you feel like you need today. So if you want to pick up that right foot, if you want to come into stillness, if you want to just press that right thigh away from you, each side of the body is going to feel a little different. So just kind of know we're working with our driving leg too. Usually most people are right leg dominant. So you're taking stairs with the right first, you're climbing up things with the right first, you're walking around with the right first. So just know that. So this side might feel a bit different. At any time you can lift up that left foot if that feels good, and take any hold that feels good here and just rock out those hips. And then of course we can play with just lifting that left foot up towards the sky. Wiggling the toes, both feet, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Let the tension release. You can wiggle the right foot too. Yeah, and that tells it, the nervous system, everything's okay. Look, we're free to wiggle. Good. It's a different stretch when we let that left leg go long. Feels different in the body. Take whatever you need, start to bring it back if that feels good. You can place the foot back on the floor. Good. All right, so that right foot's gonna stay right where it is, and we're gonna drop the left knee and the right foot over to the left for this twist. If this feels like too much, then you are stacking those knees one on top of each other. Yeah, Rebecca, I think you did the other side the other time. But that's okay, you can twist to the other side. There you go, you're good. No problem. Two big breaths here. If it feels better to put a block between your knees or underneath your thigh, go ahead and do that for some added support. And when you're ready, we'll take a nice big inhale, bring everything back up. Go ahead and find your strap. We're gonna let that right foot come up to the sky. Wiggle out your toes. And then we'll bring that strap right on top of the ball of that foot. We're gonna use both hands, the reins once again. Good, and then we'll just start with our gentle rock here from left to right. Beautiful, we'll come back into center. And go ahead and take the strap together. And that left index finger is gonna come through that strap. And then we're gonna take a nice big inhale, lengthen through the back of that leg. And then exhale, it starts to fall through the midline. For me, I feel the right side, boom, almost immediately. If that right hip is starting to creep up, send it back down to the ground, back off, and then maybe you just need to bring the toes a little closer to the nose and then send it through the midline. Release the jaw. Soften, soften. You're okay. You're in control. Nice big inhale here. Nice big exhale. On your next inhale, we'll bring everything back to center, and we're going to switch right over to the other side. So go ahead and put that right index finger through the strap, left hand to the left hip. Go ahead and turn that ankle. That foot's going to go out at a 45-degree angle away from the body. So we want this external rotation happening through the hip. Then we bring that foot out away from us. The toes are shining down towards the floor. Beautiful. If that left hip starts to hike up, you're just sending it back down. You can place your hand on the hip. Yes, yes. Good. 2 big breaths. Third inhale, bring that leg back up to center. Go ahead and take the strap, one in each hand. Go ahead and rock it on out. Good, and we'll start to come into stillness here. Go ahead and release that strap. You can wiggle out the toe, point and flex, wiggle the toes. Ooh, snap, crackle, pop over here. Good, and we'll bring both legs back down to the floor. All right, couple options here for your Shavasana is you could bring the blocks underneath your knees if that feels good. You could also bring your bolster underneath your knees. Or you may decide that you don't like any of that and you want to take it however it feels right for you. Wherever you are, I'm just going to be here for a few moments. You're just allowing your body to take up space. Women are always told to take up less space, so this is your invitation to take up all the space that you need. And then from here, we'll start to let the body soften into the earth. Allow the earth to rise up to meet us. Just let this reflection question, let it enter each and every cell. Allow it to inform, allow it to be a focal point of meditation as we are here in our Shavasana. What does returning to myself look like for me during this season, especially in moments of joy, memory, or loss? Begin to deepen the breath here. You may choose to stay here in Shavasana for a few more moments, or you may slowly return to a seat and we'll jot down some expressions, some ideas, some thoughts in our journal. Or you can scribble, scrabble, or draw a picture, or sit in quiet contemplation. Our reflection question again is, what does returning to myself look like for me during this season? Especially in moments of joy, memory, or loss. thoughts. Starting to close the space, knowing that the space is available to you at any time. We'll start to come to a gentle seat. We can place our hands right at the center of our heart. And let's just close to ground. There's a lot of movement. There was a lot of introspective. Let's keep this space sacred. Let's keep it safe. Let's just draw the energy back in. This is where we practice on our mat. We're safe to explore feelings, sensations, ideas. Just hold it here. And find a bit of gratitude for yourself for showing up for your body, your mind, and your spirit today. And then gratitude for someone who supported you on that journey today. Gratitude for all the beauty that surrounds us each and every day, with a very special thanks to our own Lake Huntington. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being part of this community, for trusting me to guide you through your practice. I am truly humbled. Thank you so much. Om Shanti, Om Peace, and we bow.